No, I just give him a
Hi,
hard time.
welcome Spades Tribe to your second merge tribal council. Let's just hop right into this. Tim, congratulations on winning immunity. What does immunity hold for you, and how does this change your game?
Uh, it means I could sleep through this whole day and not really give a fuck, which is what I did. This vaccine can suck a dick. Does it change my game? No, because I won because of luck. So unless literally everything else is because of luck, then yeah, I don't think it changes my game. It's top 11. It's not anything too huge.
Okay. Seb, what was the vibe around the tribe today?
I feel like I don't know. So like in other Survivor games that I've been in, like right into merge, like action is swinging, everything's being blown up, and it's as if I saw a tumbleweed pass through camp like today in the past, like even the last tribe, but like it's just so slow, like no one's really talking, and if they are talking, it's like purely one-on-ones, and like I'm hearing everything like in the last like few hours, like obviously today, like compared to last tribal, I mean, not only was last tribal unanimous, but it was also at 10. This tribal we had less time to strategize, and I feel like everyone's head is in a different place this round, but I still haven't heard from everyone, so like it's a lot.
Okay. So Jerry, coming off a unanimous vote, how do you transition from that into tonight? Are we looking to see something similar or not?
Was the question for me?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I do think that last round, like you said, it was a pretty easy vote. I do think just one name got thrown out there, and everyone just ran with it because it's the first, tribal council, and I do think that me being immune played a factor in it. I do think certain people here want me gone, and so if I weren't immune, I do think things could have been differently, and so I do think that this round, now here, with me not being immune and a certain player being immune, I do think that it's kind of very different how the game works out. And I do think that more people are trying to throw certain people under the bus and trying to, just survive the vote because it's, scary not being safe. So I do think that we came off a really easy vote to a really complicated and hard one that I don't really know what the fuck's going on with, but it is what it is. It's part of the game.
Okay. Napolito, would you say at this point you can start to understand who might be trustworthy or better for your game than others?
Yeah, that's it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, in some way, yes. Like I really think that the tribe is really like quiet sometimes, especially because today we had less time to like strategize, but there are one-on-ones going on, so that gives you a little bit of like a grip on who you can trust, who you feel good with personally, strategically going far. So yeah, in some way, and also like to understand where people's heads are at. It also tells you like if they have your back, if they have interest in taking you further. So it really does say a lot. Like I think actions speak louder than words, but it also reassures you to have those one-on-ones with people.
Okay. Kevin, what's the word on the street in terms of advantages, and is that something that comes on people's minds in terms of understanding how to vote?
Well, yeah, because because you're a bad host, and you allow the potential of 16 idols, among other things, which if you ever do this again, for the love of God, just put a cap on it. I don't want to get to read out at fucking 11. But I think that's definitely like playing into people's thoughts, like who has what. Does that change plans? Does that make plans? I don't know. I'm just vibing, and if I get advantaged out, like I get advantaged out, man. There's not much you can do about that.
Okay, Kennedy, if you could sum up today in one word, how would it be?
Ooh, that's a cute question. In one word, honey, you know I don't do one word. I talk a lot.
How about maybe a sentence, if anything?
I don't know. There's this illusion of silence, but there's lots of plans in the work. And it's disgusting. And I don't really know the plans until people are, well, now I'm elaborating. That was my sentence. Now I'm elaborating. Because I feel like it. People just come to me and they're like, so this is what I've heard. And I'm like, I'm not hearing anything. What? So I'm not the one who gets the initial information. I am just kind of part of people's plans. Which is whatever. But I definitely think that this is messy. I think that we had a cute little time last time, but this vote is messy. And I'm excited because I think this is where the game is going to pick up and people are going to be like, wow, you lied to me. Oh, wow. Shocker. So it'll be fun. It'll be cute.
Okay. Michael B, how do you make sure that you stay, on top of the game right here and make sure you're not the one voted out?
I don't know. I mean, if I think I think basically hearing what even Seb and Kennedy's saying is kind of the same thing. There's lots of plans, lots of motions, and I am not the one hearing anything, and yet I'm being told that to just, I mean, reiterate what Kennedy said. I'm being told what's being said. I'm being told my name's out there. I'm being told that several different things, and it's like at some point, like, and I really don't even know who's doing the telling, because people are tight-lipped about that. So I don't know if there's an alliance somewhere that's being created that I'm not a part of, or Seb or Kennedy, if they're in that same boat. I don't know. I mean, it's how I get on top is I guess I have to trust and vote who has been communicating with me, I guess is the best way I can answer that question. But I do think this game, after tonight, whether I'm here or not here, I'm not so certain that's going to happen, but that the whole game's I think going to have to change, because this kind of play I don't think is sustainable. And if it is sustainable, it is going to be a very messy game, and nobody's going to have any sort of alliances if this is what's going to continue to happen.
Okay. Billy, a lot of people are mentioning that the game is very like quiet and slow. Is that how it's coming to you too, or is that just kind of their perception?
It's very slow for the first, let's say what's going on a 24-hour scale. It's very slow for the first 22 hours. And then the last 2 hours, everyone decides to say, hey, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to talk to everybody at the same exact time. And that's kind of the way the game's been. I don't really like it. I'm more of a person, I'd like to have my plan solidified beforehand, but like at the end of the day, like I still don't think a lot of people know. Not that I don't think people know what's going on, but I think there's some people who are like, hey, I'm not exactly sure where I'm voting right now. Like they don't know. There's still plans trying to be made. But like at the end of the day, like it's hard. It's for me, like I think everyone's in the same boat. I really don't think like the perception is that one person is saying everything and everyone's just hearing it from everybody else. I think everyone has their own separate plans, and it's getting spread through word of mouth. One person has a plan, it gets spread to everybody else. And I think that's where like it happens, and we just have to find the person who's starting everything. That's kind of where my thought process.
Cool. Michael S, how difficult is tonight's vote for you specifically in terms of just people wise?
It's hard. It's at this point in the game, even though this tribe's only been merged for a short time, we spent enough time with each other, either in tribes or watching each other on the tribals and everything, that, everyone has a sense of respect for everybody. you know, a sense of caring, except for respect for everybody in their game and everything. Well, except Seb, but there you go. But it's always hard to cast a vote. You know, who do you want? I don't want to see any of them go home, but everybody's got to go home at some point. That's the point of the whole game.
Yeah, and my last question, I guess, let me see. Oh, Sam. Yeah, same sentiment to you. Like, how is this vote different from other votes? And like, is the pace of the game going to change in your opinion?
I mean, the pace of the game has not changed yet. It's been the same thing for the 3 tribals I've been at. It's been slow at the beginning, and then everyone's like starts talking within the last couple hours, minutes. So I hope it changes, because I agree with Billy. I like to have things sort of laid out before, rather than this like 10-minute scramble, which just is like so unnecessary, but we'll see.
So it seems like everyone wants the game to change, but at the end of the day, you guys are the ones who are playing the game. So that is all my questions. Nick, if you have any.
Well, fuck Madison strike, I guess.
And well,
Close your eyes. Keep them nice and tight. Raise your hand if you feel in danger tonight.
I got that rhymed.
Raise your, all right, hands down. Raise your hand if you feel like you are the one going home tonight. 100%. All right. Raise your hand if you think you are voting in majority tonight. All right, I don't have anything to add to that. Good luck.
My question is, are you having a magical day?
No.
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 Kind
The
of.
answer is always no. I'm so disappointed.
It's decent, mediocre.
I'm not having a magical day because you're so far.
Oh.
And also I'm hungry.
Valid.
Anyone want to play basketball?
No.
Is that so? That's all we got. So okay, if anyone else has anything left to say, we'll be good. And okay, please cast your votes in your prod chat, or please confirm them, and I will go tally those votes.
Shout out to the cast of BB Disney. I hope you all still like me after the next couple hours.
I feel like only 2 people won't like you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it's gonna be only one. I think it's gonna be only one person who doesn't like me. So
Because the other one already doesn't like you.
I don't know how much I can elaborate on.
That's true. That's true. We
Kimberly's
do,
like,
have
be
a,
careful.
we do have a jury member. That's true.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, technically we don't know that we have a jury
I
member.
love,
but, like,
I love how Michael raises hands.
Michael's like, hey.
I don't buy into the Madison
know what a
narrative of
jury
the
is.
jury.
I don't know what a jury is.
Michael's just waving. I don't
See,
know what you're
I'm gonna be
talking about.
completely honest. That's actually really frustrating because I would like to know if it started at 9 or 7 because I think it really depends on play style, and I'm not gonna call a bitch out. Well, I'll call a bitch out, but I have to be polite when there's jury.
I think you can
also,
assume. I think you can assume it started.
Oh,
Just
yes,
gonna-
and I have assumed. But like I just think as players, we should know the jury. And I also just hate, what's a jury? The same reason I hate no dice. Bitch, I'm not looking for dice. Like
Same.
I know, and honestly, that's the point. That's the
Yeah.
point. It's one of our
It's
little
just-
traumas
it's
that we
to
love
fuck
to
with-
leave you with.
Exactly. It's just to fuck with the players. Like, and I know that. If it was what's a jury up until actual jury and we knew the jury number, then I wouldn't really care. I just personally I want to.
To be fair, we have done that in the past.
I know. And it's not, that's just me. I'm not trying to shit on Prod. I love
Yeah,
Prod.
first of all, y'all didn't play season 1.
I love
so-
most of Prod in both of these games. So
Anyways, what was I gonna say? Shout out to my prod members. We have my prod chat people, Rachel, Josh Rogers, Jackson Lamar, Jacob, Alex Jackson. I do want to formally apologize. I apologize to him separately, but I want to apologize to Nathan for being such a dick. I know I've been a dick. So
May
I'll
the
shut up.
truth set you free.
I'll shout out my prod guests. Shout out to Alex Jackson, shout out to Jacob, shout out to Livingston, shout out to Mac, shout out to Rachel, shout out to Zach, and shout out to Grace. Love you all.
now, Kevin, go. Shout out your part.
Kevin, no, you do all your.
Okay, shout out Zach, shout out other Zach, shout out Justin, Livingston, Mac, Evelyn, and Kennedy.
Shout out to Saya.
Like a different Kennedy?
No, you don't
No.
know.
Oh
Adam
fuck,
Kennedy.
I wasn't in on the joke. You have to tell me. There is an Adam Michael Kennedy. Shout out to Adam Michael Kennedy, who I played a mini with that I slept through. I'm so sorry I didn't vote for you to win. I would have, but I was sleeping. And they randomized my vote and it didn't go to him. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
Oh,
I
We're
have,
not done with shout outs.
Yeah,
No, please.
go mute yourself.
I have the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
I do have one from the OG Heart, and I know certain people here. Oh, sorry, I'm lagging. I know certain people here were throwing my name out. So that being said, I will gladly play my idol on myself tonight. So I'm not going home. Sorry.
Okay, this is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Jerry will not count. Anyone?
So Josh, I'm gonna go along with that too. You know, my name was out there as well, being thrown about. So I'm going to use my idol tonight for myself.
16 idols. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay,
I have a Dr. Pepper. It means nothing.
Michael S. This also is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes for Michael S. will also not count.
Not another Pietro vote.
All right. I will read the votes. First vote. Michael S. does not count. Second vote. Michael S. does not count. Third vote. Michael S. does not count. Fourth vote. Michael does not count. Fifth vote. Michael does not count. Sixth vote. Jerry does not count. Seventh vote. Jerry does not count. Eighth vote. Jerry does not count. Ninth vote. Michael Barton. 10th vote. And the second member of our jury, Michael B. Michael, I'm sorry, but the tribe has spoken. If you have any final words.
Best of luck to you. Interesting that Jerry didn't say anything to an idol and got votes off of Billy there. So if that says anything, that is what it is. Probably knew what was happening, but best of luck to y'all.
GG Barton.
Thank you so much for playing, Mike.
Thank you.
Bye, Barton.
You tried it.
And after 2 idol plays, I guess the game now is spiced up after a unanimous first vote. That
Just
is
remember,
all I
Billy
have.
has an extra vote.
That is all I
Okay.
have for you guys.
Yeah, Billy has an extra vote.
Not
Yeah, Billy has an
me.
extra vote, guys.
Yeah,
Billy has an extra vote.
The word of the day is apply. Apply to prestige and apply to hotel room living.
Okay, I
Oh,
want to go
Prestige
I
is
love
great.
I'm making
Apply
sure
for
that is out of
Mexico
the
and apply
video.
for Costa Rica.